I don't know what you were expecting. It's not the only thing that can happen.
What if you collect runes? You ever think about that? You just put it onto the other side?
It just makes like a little store.
Yeah.
Runes for sale at
You just need techies for the mines to protect it, and then you have a new base you can protect.
That is a good point after the previous game. We just saw BoomBoys playing, I would argue, a pretty solid game. I think they played very well, and they made it tough for Vision to win that. They had to play under so much map pressure the entire time between Bounty Hunter and techies, just having invisible pressure everywhere seemingly in the mid and late game. This time around, it's more of a fair fight, if you will. So if they get off to a similar start to game one, or a similar early mid game at least, I think perhaps this time around they could have what it takes. pubg is quite volatile. Even if you play it well, there's just games where you just fall off a cliff. And yeah, the Prophet is obviously going to be the X factor of this game together with Corrosive Haze. Like, make no mistake, this is extremely potent. But I'm pretty positive for BoomBoys based on that game one that they could have a good shot here despite giving them the Prophet.
Okay.
So
already a very good start in the mid lane for BoomBoys. 29 and 5 CS. As you're gonna see the hook from 9 Clash under the tier 1 tower, and that is gonna be first blood for
the tower.
Yeah, the tower claims it. Unfortunately, the tower cannot level up as a result of these kills. That would be something.
Yep.
Not get into those discussions.
Yep. Tower Hero, your favorite design.
Game design is always at the forefront of the mind, Cinder. Very interesting, I know. But yeah, GPK owning in the mid lane right now. Has quite a sizable lead, I would say, at this stage.
Yeah, he also did very well against no one in game number 1 on the Lina versus Snap matchup, but I think that one is more inherently Lina favored than this one is for Ember. I would say, at least based on the games we've seen so far in the tournament, Ember generally doesn't get this much of a distance, so GPK just outplaying.
The arrow will tick away. Satanic gets the last hit, and save forced out. Does have a couple leaps available to him. Yeah, that bottom lane definitely going quite well for Vision so far. And yeah, with GPK winning this lane, let's see if he can. I mean, last game he played Lina and he destroyed the game overall. They just couldn't get over that hump. And that hump was a bear.
It was a combination of bear, bounty, and mines.
That's right, an inanimate object was too strong for BoomBoys to recover from. Notice playing the Slardar this time around. What do you think about the off-lane Slardar? I feel like more times than not we see it mid lane to try to counteract these melee heroes. Of course, you get the extra river bonus as a result, but because you're in off lane, you're not getting that at all.
A lot of the time, this off lane Slardar just falls a little bit flat.
Yeah.
It has a pretty bad matchup here. Considering those factors, being 22 and 4 here for Notice is actually quite good. I think this is a terrible lane to play. So he's getting what he can. But the issue Slardar oftentimes has is that he doesn't recover very well in the jungle compared to a lot of other offlaners. That's why they're more popular, because in the current patch, you go into the offlane expecting to lose. That's just Dota right now. The safe lane's just better. The carries are extremely strong in the safe lane. The 5s are really good. So most of the time, your offlane will struggle. And Slardar, if he wants to farm jungle fast, he needs Shard and Soul Ring. And you don't get there until, obviously, minute 15 is the earliest possible. A lot of the time you won't afford it then. If you want to do what he's doing here, which looks to be treads into Soul Ring and then Blink, that build can, if it gets delayed significantly from a bad laning phase, you become a liability for 15-20 minutes in the offlane. Compared to last game where you were a Centaur that went Helm of the Dominator, just pulled waves and farmed and had Global Stampede, this hero can have very little impact comparatively. However, if things go well, you are a monster. Later in this game, Slardar is going to be incredible if he gets there. Corrosive Haze for Prophet is amazing.
Yeah.
One of the few heroes that can actually just take a fight to Tiny, face to face.
GPK looking to create some havoc on this 7-minute Wisdom Shrine. Notice will have to concede it looks like, because 3 members have shown up for BoomBoys. Although 9 Class going to make his presence known apparently, but the damage has already been done on Notice. The hook comes out a little bit too late to save Notice. Actually does trickle away. The tree was not enough to finish the job, and instead Kiritich will fall to 9 Class. He will trade his life away though. And now you see the Undying following suit as GPK will have to remnant away. of that. Kind of weird to lose Kiritich here as BoomBoys. Definitely not what they signed up for.
They did get both wisdoms, though, I do believe. Yeah, so a decent trade overall, but Profit joining in for the play.